takes at dawn's first light. Strong as an ox, never lost a fight. Plows his fields with a heart so grand. The legend grows of this mighty man. With hands like leather, calloused and warm, a life of labor he has sworn. Rain or shine, he's out there still, braving the storm, ironclad will. Oh, farmer Brian, the beast of a man, out in the fields where the wild winds ran. Hard as the earth, steady and true, there ain't nothing farmer Brian can't do. The townsfolk whisper when he rides by, a living legend, no need to deny. His eyes as sharp as a farmer's blade, every inch of him a legacy made. Cattle and crops, they flourish and bloom under his care, even in the gloom. Man, a few words, his actions loud, standing tall, making us all proud. Oh, farmer Brian, the beast of a man, out in the fields where the wild winds ran. Hard as the earth, steady and true, there ain't nothing farmer Brian can't do. Of a man, out in the fields where the wild winds ran. Hard as the earth, steady and true, there ain't nothing farmer Brian can't do. Oh, farmer Brian, the beast of a man, out in the fields where the wild winds ran. Hard as the earth, steady and true, there ain't nothing farmer Brian can't do.
Bourbon in his veins, cornfields, watch him grow. Kentucky-born legend, everybody know. Plowing through life, not just dirt and hay, cutting through the nonsense, he don't play. Farm boots on, he's a force of might, sun up to sundown, fighting a good fight. Hogs in the pen, crops ever so high, got muscle in his hustle, reaching for the sky. Farmer Brian, he tough, don't give a damn, wrangling life in the palm of his hand. Through the storms and droughts, never lost his grit. Tough son of a bitch, ain't backing down one bit. Picking up the pieces whenever they fall, standing tall, never crawls, he answers the call. Whiskey in the barn, break for sips and laughs. Life's a wild ride, navigates the rough paths. In his Chevy down the county line, dust kicks up while stars align. Moonshine sipping, tales getting spun. Farmer Brian, Kentucky's own honcho son. Farmer Brian, he tough, don't give a damn, wrangling life in the palm of his hand. Through the storms and droughts, never lost his grit. Tough son of a bitch, ain't backing down one bit. In his Chevy down the county line, dust kicks up while stars align. Moonshine sipping, tales getting spun. Farmer Brian, Kentucky's own honcho son. Farmer Brian, he tough, don't give a damn, wrangling life in the palm of his hand. Through the storms and droughts, never lost his grit. Tough son of a bitch, ain't backing down one bit. Ain't backing down one bit. Way down in Kentucky, where the bluegrass grows, lives a man they call Brian, and everybody knows he's got a ranch full of horses, cattle running wild. Wakes up before the rooster,
works hard but still smiles. Farmer Brian don't back down, he stands tall in the saddle, raising horses, running cows, and fighting through the battle. Ain't no banker gonna take his land, no lawman in his way. Farmer Brian rides again, he'll live free till Judgment Day. He's got mud on his boots and fire in his soul, whiskey in his glass and a heart made of gold. Taught his sons to be tough, taught his girls to be strong. Ain't nobody gonna tell him how to live or how to run. Farmer Brian don't back down, he stands tall in the saddle, raising horses, running cows, and fighting through the battle. Ain't no banker gonna take his land, no lawman in his way. Farmer Brian rides again, he'll live free till Judgment Day. He's got mud on his boots and fire in his soul, whiskey in his glass and a heart made of gold. Taught his sons to be tough, taught his girls to be strong. Ain't nobody gonna tell him how to live or how to run, run. The government men tried to tax his land, but he just tipped his hat, said you don't understand. This dirt's been in my family since granddaddy's day. I'll fight with my fists if you try to take it away. When the sun sets low, he rolls up some hay, plays a tune on his guitar, lets the good times stay. A man of the land, tough as a storm, he don't need permission to keep his home warm. Farmer Brian don't back down, he stands tall in the saddle, raising horses, running cows, and fighting through the battle. Ain't no banker gonna take his land, no lawman in his way. Farmer Brian rides again, he'll live free till Judgment Day. So if you ride through Kentucky, past them rolling hills, tip your hat to Farmer Brian, 'cause he's out there still. He stands tall in the saddle, tip your hat to Farmer Brian, 'cause he's out there still. Out in Kentucky, where the bluegrass grows, there's a man everybody knows. Sun up to sundown, rain or shine, working that land, yeah, that's Farmer Brian. Hands like leather, rough as sand, built this farm with his two bare hands. Ain't no quitting, ain't no slack, he's been breaking his back since way on back. He's tough as nails, strong as steel, plows that dirt with iron will. Whiskey on the weekends, cow his hands. Real hard-working Kentucky man. Got an old John Deere and a beat-up truck, says a little prayer when times get tough. Ain't got much, but he don't mind, long as the corn and the cattle do fine. Got an old John Deere and a beat-up truck, says a little prayer when times get tough. Ain't got much, but he don't mind.
All right. Y'all hear me? Yeah. Uh, how can y'all hear me? Piper, can you hear me? Kansas is on Discord with me, so he probably has me muted on the thing. What's up, T Gaming? How you doing? Can you hear me all right? All right, so I think. All right, so we're gonna go in, delete this save because I'm messing around on there. T Gaming, we're gonna do a 64x map on 22 here, New Horizon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Gonna this thing load up. Hopefully it don't give me no trouble. I ain't had no trouble loading it up, and that's gonna wanna freeze up to 28%. Out of there. What's up, right? How you doing? Appreciate you popping in. No, there's no. We're gonna see how long it takes to go from one end of the map to the other. Get my guy up here. The drive should already be in there, but let's see what it. Right. That off of there. That. Auto drive core. I appreciate that. I'll look here in a minute. I've been trying to get this set up for this map. Where the auto drive course went. Actually, I think I gotta put up there. See. I know I got it in here. Game audio is pretty loud. Down a little bit. I'll set it for like 80. See what it does doing about 80. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, right? All right. Save the game. I might have to back out and get the auto drive course. Got going on here. Reason. See what happened with that. Cause I have I got an auto drive course. Hey, I saved it, so I'm gonna back out real quick and save this auto drive course in there, and we get started. Document. One. All right, let's get her back up. Oh, I love the new house, the gamer. Love it. Just
A wise man once said,
back of the house lines right up with woods. I got about 20 feet of backyard, and it's the woods. Me and my wife were sitting at the back door, sliding glass door, looking, and a big ass male deer was just right there in the woods, right at the edge of the line, staring right up at the house. Didn't care. There, Kansas.
yeah.
As you see, New Horizon 64X. Big boy. What's up, Wolf? How you doing? Long time no see. Sent you a message or two every now and then on Discord. I was just checking, see how you was doing. All right, let's try this again. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Kansas. I mean, they took the time on this auto drive course. See how big the map is. It's, since they got all the auto drive courses, I mean, it's glitching pretty bad because of all the courses. When you look at the auto drive course, let's see. Let's set a course. Where we at? We're just gonna see how far it takes. We'll go to this one. Field 172. So sorry to hear that, Wolf. My mom died back in 2012. It's not a fun thing to go through. Field 172. Drive on over. I need to download the hood hider or whatever. Bring it back out just so you can see it better. I only wanted to go about 80 miles an hour. We'll do a little farm tour and stuff whenever I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff, but I'm gonna knock her down to about 80 miles an hour. Yeah, Wolf, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Let's see, let's get rid of the hood. Yep. This is a big map. If we can see what size these fields are. That's 48 hectares. 115 hectares. I forget how many hectares is an acre. Ain't it double? Ain't that like 230 hectares or acres, I think? Biggest one on the map is. $194 is pretty big. Like 1,650 acres. Something like that. But the biggest map is, the biggest plot of land is on this map. He's holding steady at 80 miles an hour, so it ain't like we got to bump that up. For me, I can't be having that. Bump it to 100. They're gonna take a while. It's a little less than half an acre. A little over 40% of an acre. So it's bigger than that. There's definitely some large fields. Beautiful map too. Played this map a lot when I played 22 the last time. That's how big it is. I mean, My truck was doing 100 miles an hour, and it looked like I was doing like 20. Kind of hold it out. How's everybody doing? I have a good week. Kind of a long week for me. First week back after vacation. It's always a long week. One, two. That's good. We don't really care too much for 4th of July around here, so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer on my watch and see what kind of time it takes. And I still haven't even made it to the edge of, not going to the edge of the map. I'm just going right here. So it really, I mean, I'll pull over there to the edge. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a straight shot. Straight as shot as I can do, I guess. End up going right around to here and stopping. Take a right and we'll set it for a slow week, huh? Yeah, it's not, I mean, like this field here is 815 hectares. So you're looking at probably 1,800 to probably around 2,000 acres just for this one field right here. I ain't even made it over there yet. Trying to find out what this East End. Okay, we'll change it to East End. What's up, Underfunded? Appreciate you coming in. What's up, nice guy 10? How are you? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. So we're doing a 64X map. Coast. All right, there we go. East End. We're gonna go from here. Yeah, she's pretty large. All right, so now we're basically, I mean, we're not all the way to the edge, but I mean, we're right here. The edge is right here. So we're going to go to the East End. Set a timer. Stark County. Start counting until I tell you to quit.
Sorry, I don't understand.
No, it's just stopwatch. Stopwatch. Okay. See how long it takes. Drive around to the other side of the map. Gonna be a minute because it took forever just to get over here. Yeah, I'd love to get something like this on the server, but I don't think my computer will be able to run this on 25. For some reason, 25, it's hard to run the big maps on. So, and I got the speed limit set for 80 miles an hour. So, you know, once it's on the straightaways, it'll go 80 miles an hour. While we're waiting on it to go. I play it like this. I missed the construction on 25. It did change some things for the better. Yeah, going on here. Crossover. For some reason my my Xbox controller ain't working. I get over to our farm. I try to change some things up a bit, but some things I like to keep the same. Or one thing I don't like they did is they left a lot of land around these farms. It wasn't there. Man, my farm's up the street. Take a left. Yeah. Go up the street. Take a left. Go back to the main road. Going to pass up a few things, and then we'll get to that. Go into the textures on this Haven't changed some things. Map don't really like changes too much. So you start off with the farm over here. Got a bridge to get to it. So I don't know what was up with the map maker or whatever, but he liked pink and green. So like all the equipment is pink and green. So and then he's got two, I think both of these cattle barns hold what's up, Zach? Welcome in. Appreciate you popping in. Both these cattle barns, what's up, Joe? You stopping in. I don't like this brick here. I'm gonna change that. I don't know why they did it. I mean, the map maker did some good stuff, but some things he just I don't know why he did it. So I'm going from one side of the map to the other with my pickup truck doing 100 miles an hour. So as right now, we've been driving for 6 minutes, and we are. Oh, go. We are 6 minutes into the drive, and we were right here. So we're about halfway across the map. Joe. So, all right. So 194 looks like it's about 2,000 acres. 825 hectares. So 739 hectares. So this one's about 2,000 acres. Your starting farm, start off with a 60 acre, almost 100 acres, about 50 acres. You start off with these here. I'm gonna cheat in some money, and I'm gonna buy a bunch of property. These two I'll put together, but I'm gonna fix these fields too because they yeah, good size field there, ain't it? It's a great looking map. Still ain't made it to the other end of the map yet. We're at 8.5 minutes at 100 miles an hour. Well, it does 100 miles an hour on the straightaway. Like right now, I'm doing 100, and it looks like It feels like I'm doing like 40. While we're waiting, we're gonna get rid of everything. Need to get the sales customizer in here. My own vehicles. would keep some of them, but I don't feel like going through and painting them all. Sell everything. And we'll buy what we need back. No, I never use basic. It's not me. Yeah, you know, a hand build that 2,000 acre. I tell you what, Joe, you get me 100 people in here watching, like you had that one night when you was doing it, and I'll hand build that 2,000 acre build. Or I'll do my best anyway. You ain't made it to the edge of the map yet. Getting pretty close though. Yeah. You can have fun with that. So we're right about here. I got it going straight to here. So we're getting pretty close. We're at about 11 and a half minutes right now. What's up, Whiskey? 11 and a half minutes. And I don't think that's the long way anyway. I mean, that's the long part. Like this map is taller than it is wide. So just the short part from this waypoint here, not even all the way over here, just this waypoint here, where I'm at now, and I'm going to this corner here. I haven't even made it there, and it's at 12 minutes. It's not multiplayer, Aiden. It's just a single player game. How you? What's going on, Whiskey? I mean, it's so. This truck looks like it's doing 40 miles an hour, but it's doing 100. I'll buy my truck. That one. There we go. Here. Oh, well, let me wait. We're almost there. Want to know what the countdown is going to be. Kansas, if you don't mind, if you could pop some people's YouTube channels in. If you got a couple minutes. Well, you don't have to worry about it then. Here we go. So one end to the other. 13 minutes and 45 seconds.
I'll be watching.
All right, man. Hope you feel better. All right. So there you go. To go across the short end is oh yeah, I love it. I played this map a lot before I got 22, 25. Dutch. I don't even know what the speed limit is here. I found out. Set another timer. 65 is the speed limit. So what we're gonna do is set it from east to west. It HUD back up. Guy for 65. Thank you, Kansas. Appreciate it. Alright, so we're gonna set that guy for 65. We're gonna set him to go to the west end. The east to west. $65 is the speed. Alright. It's gonna have a lot of turns and stuff to get all the way to the west end too, so stopwatch. I won't have to add like 20 seconds to that or whatever. Do the HUD. Now I'm gonna buy my truck. Make it a platinum. I have them black tinted windows, you know. Didn't even put any mud flaps in it. I don't like that grill. Goes. Care about no cab lights. We need this truck on 25 there, Joe. Appreciate it, Dutch. If I get on the map that's that I play on multiplayer, I'll let you hop in. I just didn't. This one's just set up as regular. Ain't none of that. Alright, so a charcoal. Want it to be one color. Charcoal. Bed's at though. We do. Okay. Get a platinum. Yeah, headache rack over. Ah, all right. What's up, Cole? How you doing tonight? Uh, Artist worker man at Farm Sim right there, working on that real uh co-op. All right, so license plate. That. Yep, you're right. You heard it here first. All right, been driving for it was almost 7 minutes now, and we haven't even made it to the halfway point. I appreciate everything you do, Kansas. All right, my truck here. Get out and super strength. Get that bed on there. Sorry about y'all's immersion. Should have known that was out the window here. Not a bad looking truck. We're gonna send this guy to the farm. AL and 1. not be using it. Might just be a show truck. It ain't got auto drive. We're driving ourselves. Oh, I'm on the bed? Pointer. How do I switch? There we go. Still doesn't have it. Yeah. Take it on over ourselves. What this old boy do? What's up, Nacho? How you doing? Dirty Nelson, how are you? Rolling. Heading to our farm, we got a truck that's doing the speed limit from one side of the farm to another. I mean, the whole map. I mean, it's all over the road. My dirty brother's in here. Dirty Nelson and Dirty Road. Pulling into our farm here. See, we're at about 12 minutes now. Where is that? I gotta say, appreciate everybody being here. Make sure I can see the shadow. Somebody sneaking past my window there, trying to pick up on me. Come on, you saver. All right. Oh, so they're right here. They're going to the east, so I mean the west, so it's probably this one. Yeah, west end. 12 minutes and 40 seconds now. That's and now this would be what took it the longest time to get from north to south. Getting close. So anybody who's new in here, this field right here, 194, is about 2,000 acres. 2,000 and some odd acres. It was bearded. A little bit over 2,000 acres. 825 hectares. And actually, this one's bigger, 871 hectares. So 739, are the biggest fields on there. So now this right here can be, I think it's not viable though. What's up, Ultra? He's almost there. Right now we're at almost 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Going speed limit at 65 on the map. Looks like it's going to be probably about 15 and a half seconds. I mean, 15 and a half minutes to get from one end of the map to the other. On the short end. I think you can. Oh, it's so slow for a little curve. Auto drive don't like them little curves. Now this is New Huron 64X map 122. Yeah, 64X is a pretty big map. He's a big one. And my wife always said, I like them big. Never gets it, but he likes it that way. Come on. Yeah, he's doing good. I mean, on 22, I don't think these maps was as bad as what they are on 25. Alright, so we are... Nope, I was wrong. Stop. "16 and a half minutes to get to from the short side of the map, one end to the other. That's not the big side of the map. That's a big boy. Let's out here, hop in flight mode, and we'll I don't think so. I think you'll be able to do this one on 22. I can send you a link, Ultra. It's in I just googled FS22 16X map. That's it. That's what it was at. All right, what's I doing? All right. Curve speed. Ten times. I can send it to you too, Ultra, once I'm. So basically, this is what you start off with. I already deleted. There's a bunch of like on top of ground fermenting silos, like between tires. I don't like it, so I got rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of all these sheds. If it lets me, I'm gonna get rid of that gas station. Get rid of this BGA. We're gonna actually this. Okay. For some reason my Xbox controller is not set up for this. It was when I first downloaded it again, but now it's messed up. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll sell this. All Yeah, it's definitely not. I like this. I think I'm gonna move it. I don't see how you spin it around though. Oh, top right here. Thanks. Like that. Better. Because I like this hayloft and it holds a lot too. What them hold? I don't need that many of them. Yeah. We'll keep them, but we're gonna move. Or at least we're gonna keep one. We're gonna move it though. Right on the edge of the ground there. Don't need to be taking up all that space. What's up, Davis Farmer? How you doing? So we set a car, Davies. Uh, Set a car to drive from one end of the map to the other, the short end, and it took what was that? Either 16 and a half or 17 and a half minutes at 65 miles an hour. Get from one end of the map to the other on the short end. Yeah. Got here. Davies Farmer, I just sub to you also. What we want to do now, got all these stupid sheds. Like this. Take that, T-Gamer. Through these fences, I'm gonna spread these buildings out a little bit more so I can get run my tractor between them. I have to get the object deleter. I don't want to demolish it, I just want to move it. Go inside and Yep, I sure am, Cole. Sounds good to me. It's gonna be a big time operation. Definitely a big time operation. I don't know what made them think that that red brick was a good idea, but actually, I mean, I wish you had the option, be gaming to do one at a time, or I'm gonna change this again shortly anyway, because I'm gonna make a pathway to get through there. Got to change my nightbot stuff. Oh, let me go ahead and give you why that ADHD got sidetracked. Get up in the air. So you come in right here. You have this pathway. We're going to change this all up a little bit. And then you have your own little island right here where your house is at. If I could sell it, I'm going to sell it. If not, I'll move it off somewhere. Like move it over on the edge of that property or something. I think I could sell these sheds or whatever. And then this is the train silo. But I think you can use it as your own. Yeah, yeah, he had pink and green. It was all, I don't know what he had, like pink and green, but he liked that. Yeah, that's what I do as T gaming is I always just add the gate. So in the middle of it. All this is my property. Bridges over here, bridges over there. This is my property. I don't like how they did this. I don't know why they did this. I don't know if this was a GE thing or is building a map to make it have great edges like that. But I always come and grab my plow and make it kind of circle off this edge here. These don't have collisions, so I plow that up. Who don't? I mean, who doesn't do that, Cole? Who doesn't do that? I kind of want to keep these trees there. So what I might do, I'll move it again. I'll move it this way. Having trees right on the inside. Yeah, it does become a pain in the rear. I get these lined up right. Right on the line there. Right on the line there. That's better. I think your new PC might be able to work with it, Ultra. Yeah. Oh, they did this with their fence. I don't like that. Words of E40, I don't like it. He's out of here. Anybody gets bored with this stuff, let me know. We'll figure something else out to do, but figure we can get a, I think it's that fence? Yeah. So what we need to do, put a, maybe it's under. I bet it was under decorations. One of the other decoration pack I had. Yeah. Yeah, I bet I do, Cole. I bet I do. Y'all just want me to rage quit, don't you? That's what it is. I love the simple way you can do your fences. Everything's such a problem on 22. Cole's immersion. Come on, man. Alright. So, what I like to do, put me a little feed lot out here. So, make it toggle free mode V. Where is your back end? this one. I don't care about none of that expandable stuff. Not right this second, anyway. Cattle fencing right here somewhere. Right here. Love to build my you know what it is. You know. I don't know what it is, but you probably do. Alright. Gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of this fence, but for now, while we're playing with the game here, we'll go ahead and use it for now. What's up, Herd? How you doing? We definitely miss you, Cole. Kind of hard for me to do without my Xbox controller. I don't know why it's not working, but nice little feed lot here. Can't see. Feed my get back here to the white picket fence. There, bud. Weird. There we go. Zooming in. I want it out. Like that'll work. And there's a decoration pack that has a cattle guard or whatever. I'll find it somewhere. I'll stick it right here in the middle. I have a cattle guard there, and what I'll do is I'll set it up to where my tractor drives through here, around, and then up through here to load the manure. That stupid screen off of there. All right. Okay. Get rid of this ugly red brick. Yeah. You know, wet mud. Double dust. Gravel. Just do gravel. What you talking about there, Cole? But have a good rest of your night, T Gaming. If I don't see you again, have a great weekend. Stupid red brick repair. Gets me upset. Makes me like the Hulk. You won't want to see me upset. I think that should be painted grass inside there, but make it this for now. Here you go. What he said. That is, how about that? Get rid of that tree right there. Or thought I had that paint, that straight line paint in here, but I don't. I don't know why they can't just paint inside the line that they show. Grass is a little bit more lush. Gotta make it all match, you know. And gravel. Little bit of a I could dig at there. There that. Dirty it up a little bit in here where it don't look so new and white. Oh, you're gonna make Kansas blush, man. Gotta stop that. You can't be making them blush. Animal mud inside here. Bunch of baby cows in here, so you know it ain't gonna be yeah. Taco free motors be some, you know, little water troughs or something. Water tire in here. The kind of sheds do we have? Yeah. So big for that spot. Get our little silo. That was kind of crazy putting my logo on stuff, but you know what? When you go on real farms, man, real companies, people uh their logo on everything. All right, let's see. Outback sucks. Go to Texas Roadhouse. They got a blooming onion too. You can have all the blooming onion you want. All right. Have it kind of pop into there. I have production. My farm production here. Like that little building there. Old Farmer Brian, little farm production there. I can just make my auto drive course kind of come around there. All right. All right. Cool. That's cool. I can't move. Can't. What's it? I think that sucks. I hate you can't. I need to get the object hider because you can't hide them cars. I need to bring the land up a little bit. Probably put me some put me a house over here and then probably put me some horses or something over here. Get the map object hider and hide these damn cars in the little building there. Alright, I got something I gotta do. So I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I stream a little bit. Once I get finished doing what I'm doing, might stream again. Hell. Yeah, I got something I have to take care of. So hope everybody has a great rest of your night. And I will hop back on here if I can. If not, I appreciate everybody being here. You all have a great night.